The reason why I traveled to Libya, it was not just because I was happy. I want to travel. I have a friend who is in France. She was the one actually that convinced me. I was convinced with what I was seeing on Facebook, social media, but she never told me the risk.
I was finding it difficult to cope until my friend told me there's a big opportunity for me when I get to Europe. As a stylist, I will get a youth paid.
I saw a friend who talked to me about a journey, and I migrated to Libya.
It all begins with a desire for a better life and a promise by some very close persons or friends in the neighborhood to make that dream come true in a foreign land. This is Benin City, capital of today's Edo State in Nigeria's south. It was once the seat of an ancient civilization, but beneath the pride from its past, too many episodes of the familiar story of an endangered youth susceptible to irregular migration. One of them is happiness. When she could no longer contain the unhappiness she felt after losing one of her 3 children, a last child who was just 1 year old, she became desperate to make the journey, leaving her remaining 2 children here in Nigeria. Happiness wanted to find a husband whose whereabouts had remained unknown after he also embarked on a similar journey. She hoped to find him and bring the family together. If that's not possible, make some money to make the family happy.
Because the father traveled through that same Libya route, so he was in Libya and couldn't take care of our responsibilities because he said he was truncated, he was being kidnapped. So after some months, years passed by, I didn't hear from him. Then I decided to migrate also because the suffering was much for me.
But what happiness found instead on her way to the supposed better life was all too familiar. The starvation, the battering, the sexual abuse, the servitude. How she and others were repeatedly kidnapped and traded as slaves along the Nigeria-Niger-Libya route. Even when some are lucky to return in one piece, coming face to face with the same environment they had left in the first place is often the first point of uncertainty for what the future holds.
Traveling through land to Libya was a deadly mission, and it was a suicide mission. But then I never knew. It was when I embarked on the journey I knew it was a suicide mission. When we got to Agadez, I thought maybe this is Libya. At least the suffer don't finish. But when we started the journey to Agadez, to Libya, that is when I knew that it is even better for me to suffer and die in Nigeria than for me to die in desert. Because I have never seen a situation whereby somebody will be looking for water to drink. There is no water. Even somebody's urine for you to drink. Somebody will come to you and be begging you for urine to drink. Where would you get the urine from when you've not taken food or water? You will be forcing yourself to urinate, but nothing is coming out.
No fewer than 40,000 Nigerian migrants have voluntarily returned to the country since 2015.
Audio Jungle.
For those who survive the hotbed of horror in the Sahara, an extremely dangerous sail across the Mediterranean Sea, a new chapter opens up, and they get another chance at a new life on new terms. Certainly not the type they might have freely chosen. Often when they return, it's a return to the beginning, further behind where they were when they left.
It was not really easy for me to get back to my feet. It was, in fact, I felt like killing myself when I came back.
Because at that particular time, there were people laughing at me. Look at her, she go Libya. The news has already gone past everywhere that I've traveled to Libya. I left my kids, so I was ashamed of myself.
When I came back, I was homeless. Because who will I go and meet? But I was having the mindset to commit suicide. I won't lie to you. Because no house, no shelter. Where will I start from? No home. Who will I call? Even my family, I don't even know her. When I lost my parents, how I've been living my life. Then every time, I was always thinking of, I want to take rope. I want to hang myself. I want to hang myself.
With the light of hindsight, their approach to life becomes different. They easily tell their stories, discouraging others from following that example.
Please, do not allow your children to travel through land. And my brothers and sisters that are watching me, that are listening to my voice right now, do not be deceived with what you are seeing on social media. No matter the little you are earning, no matter what you are doing, big or small, be contented with what you have. Do not let anybody deceive you. For it's a better life for you tomorrow. With your own hustling, you can make the green greener.
In the last 3 years, more than 5,000 returnees have been received and reintegrated into the society in Edo State. Although difficult for the returnees, for them it is better than the horror they experienced.
After everything, IOM has to empower me. I have a store. So since I have a successful story, I have to chat up my friend that we came together that this is an opportunity for you to be reintegrated back to the society. And the guy said, how? I said, you remember those people called IOM who brought us back from Libya? He said, yes. They have reintegrated me. I snapped my store and I showed him. He was like, how? I said, yes. It's just empowerment. They are reintegrating returned migrants from Libya. So you can come back home, then you go.
But I thank God for bringing me back. I thank IOM most especially for bringing me back, because if not that they came to my rescue, I would have still been in Libya, or maybe I would have been dead by now. I would have been dead by now. So when I came back, it was I became a laughing stock to the community.
This information, it go save you. It go save your brother. It go save your children. Not be waiting they talk whether they kick goats. Now either they talk whether they chop ammo. If your children were dead here, call you, tell you. The reason why they not they spend money when they follow road enter. Now suffer when they suffer, not be their fault. Many people don't die. Many people don't die. I beg to save you, to save our children, to travel through Libya. It's not good though. Na suicide mission. Na suicide mission. As we dey talk to you now, some people dey prison, that they cry.
They spend years trying to recover from the emotional scars, physical injuries, stigma and financial loss. Perhaps the abiding lesson from the story of happiness and thousands of young Nigerians is that the aspiration for better fortunes may be mirroring a desperate quest for the elusive grass, ever so believed to be greener on the other side. But whether aspiration, desperation, or illusion, the big question that is yet to find an answer is why many more are willing to take the risk in spite of the hazards and sad endings of many who have gone and whose tragic ending may never be accounted for.